Hello everybody, Steve Politi, Ryan Dunleavy, Keith Sargeant here at High Point Solutions Stadium. 37-28 victory for the Scarlet Knights over New Mexico. Didn't look like it was going to end that way in the first quarter once again, and you hate to harp on it, but I mean, one game's aberration, 2 games is something. Now 3 games is the trend. I mean, 21-0, they were down quickly, outscored, outdrive. I mean, what's going on with that?
I asked Chris Ash that after the game. He said he's not alarmed by it. It certainly looks alarming. I mean, you can't, with what's coming next, Iowa, Michigan, Ohio State, you can't fall behind those teams. It's actually funny, defensive coordinator Jay Neiman said this week to us on Monday, another slow start and we'll be down 21-0 in the blink of an eye. Well, call them a prophet because they were down 21-0 in the blink of an eye.
Asking for the Powerball numbers. That said, I mean, credit them for, again, they did come back. A couple of special teams plays that were big. Robert Martin was big. I mean, what if you took one thing out of that game, what would you say it would be?
Oh, he mentioned it in the lead to his game story. David Bonagora, 3 field goals. Yeah. He really played well. Hit the clutch field goals when it counted. Special teams overall too really played well. You had the one muff, but Janarian Grant more than atoned for it.
It's safe to say.
And I mean, punting, Mike Cintron puts the ball at the 1-yard line, and Jacoby Bailey, grabs it. Sandy Anya, recovers the onside kick. I mean, special teams overall was great.
And that was a fascinating decision because I think we all were like, what are you doing? It's 4th and 10 at the 28-yard line. Granted, Chris Laviano again having accuracy issues, so you can almost understand not throwing the ball there. But when he dropped back the punt, you thought, well, gee. But it was a perfect decision. He dropped it right at the 1-yard line, and that won the game for them. That was really one of the 3-4 biggest plays of the game.
And it's funny, Steve, because a week ago we came out of the Howard win, which was so lackluster, and we're thinking, where's this team going to be the rest of the way? And now all of a sudden, Big Ten play begins a week from now. You have Iowa coming in. Iowa suddenly doesn't look so like this mighty Iowa team.
Not this Pasadena thing here, isn't it?
Should I book my Courtyard Marriott in Pasadena?
Wait, I knew this was coming, but here we go.
Before we go to Pasadena, they still don't know what they're doing at quarterback.
No.
They still now 4 quarterbacks have played in 3 games, plus Janarian Grant, so 5 quarterbacks have played in 3 games. Janarian Grant has a touchdown. I mean, they really need to figure this out. It's fun, I guess, to keep the opponent guessing, but Chris Laviano still is struggling. He didn't make a game killer mistake today.
No, but he was bad. I hate to say it. He was 11 for 27. He missed a ton of them. Some guys are just, wide open. I think you could tell he missed some receivers. They had to pull him out because to get him composed. I don't know how long they're going to keep doing this. Clearly, there's not another option they're comfortable with, or they would have made the change already. Now you got a Big Ten defense coming in.
And Zach Allen got 1 series, and it's not like they then went to Zach Allen. Then it was back to Laviano. So they clearly didn't love what they saw from Zach Allen either.
Right. At least in this one you can take away the positive that all right. So the offense wasn't good. The defense didn't play well in the second half. The defensive line finally said, okay, here you go. We see a defensive line that looked like it was supposed to be the strength of this team, and it was.
Yeah, Darius had 10 tackles. He looked like a healthy player, a disruptive player. Finally, I didn't even ask him a question about his knees for the first time in 2 years. And then JPO had 12 tackles, and Sebastian Joseph played well.
One thing that we know about this team after 3 weeks, what do you think?
I think that there's still many questions about this team. That's the one thing I know.
That they need to find a quarterback because they still don't have any answers there more than they did a month ago.
And I think adjustments. I think defensively. The option. I think they really were baffled by it early on. And credit Coach Neiman, 7 points over the final 3 quarters. I think a lot of adjustments we saw in the coaches have.
And we'll be back here next week for the first of many steps on the way to Pasadena with Keith Sargeant. Thanks for watching.